Hello, I am Brian Carpenter, sports editor of the Mariner Record Journal, myrecordjournal.com. Welcome to the Winter Record Journal Scholar Athlete Series presented by Middlesex Community College. We kick it off today with Cheshire High School. They are busy over at Cheshire in the winter, man. 10 sports. We have 10 scholar athletes for the winter season. And because it's so unique to the season, we're going to start outside on the slopes with the Cheshire ski teams and their Record Journal Scholar athletes. The young man selected by Coach Tody Brigberg, right here, Mr. Stephen Jockler, only a junior, very good skier. He's already been selected captain for next season. GPA 3.988. Very good, Stephen. You keep that up. Glad to have you aboard as a Record Journal Scholar athlete. His female counterpart from the ski team, she is a senior, and she is Miss Grace Johnson. Grace has got a 4.588 GPA. It makes my head hurt, Grace. Good for you. She is a member of the National Honor Society, National Science Honor Society, AP Scholar with distinction. This girl's got a lot going for her. She will be studying mechanical engineering in college. Good luck to you, Grace. All right, moving indoors to the indoor track. We have a selection for the boys and the girls. The boys selection right here, Mr. Paul Valleco, 3.7 GPA for Paul. You probably heard of him. He starting second baseman for the Cheshire baseball team. He was aboard for last year's run to the 2018 Class AA State Championship, #1 ranking. Stayed in shape over the winter by running indoor track, leadoff leg on the 4x200 relay. Looking ahead to next year, Paul will be up at Western New England studying business. Paul Valleco, boys indoor track, scholar athlete. And his female counterpart, she is a senior. She is Miss Amanda Adesso, 4.589 GPA. She'll be majoring, and this is my favorite course of study for all our scholar athletes so far, international relations and French. Amanda's had a fantastic running career over at Cheshire. She's a distance runner, cross-country, indoor, outdoor, captain of all 3 teams. She's been all SEC academic in all 3, member of the National Honor Society, the National English Honor Society. Kid's got a good future ahead of her. For now, she is the female indoor track Record Journal Scholar athlete for the 2018-19 season. All right, let's get to one other scholar athlete before we take a little halftime break and bring you a word from our presenting sponsor, Middlesex Community College. We're going to go over to the wrestling mats. Cheshire looking to rebuild their program. And here's a gentleman who's been part of it for 4 years. He is senior, Mr. Troy LaRusso, 4-year varsity starter. He's been captain for the past 2 years, 132-pounder this year, and Paul made it to the Class AA tournament, won his first match by pin. Good for you, Troy. And he's carrying a 3.5 GPA. Troy LaRusso, good to have you aboard as wrestling scholar athlete from Cheshire High. Okay, we have reached the halftime mark. We're going to bring you a word from our presenting sponsor, Middlesex Community College.
At Middlesex Community College, we think your Plan A should be a high-impact, low-cost college education, preferably with no student loans required. Get started on your Plan A. Apply to Middlesex Community College now.
Thank you to our friends over at Middlesex Community College. We look forward to seeing them in late June at the AquaTurf Club for the 4th annual Best of the Bunch Awards Brunch. Middlesex has been aboard for a number of years now, and we look forward to seeing them. For now, we're going to bring you the other 5 Record Journal Scholar athletes for the winter season from Cheshire High School. Let's go over to the cheerleading squad. Fall and winter squads. This girl was captain for Cheshire. She is Miss Lily Greenquist with 3.5 GPA. She is their squad's Record Journal Scholar athlete. She's also an all-SEC academic cheerleader. She's been one for all 4 years. She's volunteered in Cheshire's youth cheerleading program. She is going on to college to study nursing. And in that discipline, I wish you much luck, Lily. We cannot have enough good nurses in this world. All right, we're going to go over to basketball, boys and girls. We have 2 good selections. The boys pick Mr. Colby Hayes. Now, Colby didn't play basketball last year. He had a good volleyball year, all-SEC, was on the junior all-star team, played in that junior select game. Came back to basketball this winter, though, and he's 6'3", senior forward. He was a big part of the season Cheshire had. 14-win season, made it to the quarters of the SEC tournament, qualified for the state Division II tournament. And Colby had a fine year, scoring, rebounding for Coach Dan Lee. And now he's got his main sport, volleyball, to look forward to. See if he can follow up on his all-SEC season. Colby, good to have you aboard as a Record Journal Scholar Athlete. Okay, we're in the home stretch of our Cheshire Scholar Athlete video for the winter season. And not only in the home stretch, we've pulled the goalie for an extra skater because we have 2 hockey players to bring to you because, of course, the Cheshire girls co-op with Amity and North Haven. They are the Blades, and the Blades look pretty sharp this season, if I may say so. And a good reason for that right here, Miss Megan Hogan. Megan, she's senior on the field hockey team, made it to the state finals, Class L state final against Staples. Well, in hockey, Megan and her teammates from Amity, North Haven, and Cheshire, they won the SEC South Division Championship, and Megan was a team MVP. She was senior captain, provided the leadership, and she provided the skill too. 9 goals, 12 assists. The coaches raved about her. She's their MVP. She's their scholar athlete as well with a 3.9 GPA. And Megan's going on to Endicott College. She can major in psychology and criminal justice. Her male counterpart from the world of hockey right here, Mr. Kyle Sheehan, the Sheehan who plays for Cheshire. A big part of that Cheshire defense that was just lockdown defense. Only 27 goals allowed in the regular season, a 15-4-1 regular season. And Kyle here is a big part of that, defenseman, but he was the guy, he'd be out there basically, checking the other team's top line. He was also on the penalty kill unit. And despite that, being up against the other team's best offensive players, being up against the team's power plays, he still had the highest plus-minus rating on the team, +6. His GPA, even more impressive, 4.4. He will be studying business in college next year. Kyle Sheehan, Megan Hogan, those are your hockey scholar athletes from Cheshire. And with Kyle and Megan, that's a wrap. 10 up, 10 down from Cheshire. Whoa, wait a minute. This is not a wrap. How can it be a wrap when we're forgetting Peter Levens? Mr. Peter Levens, thank heavens for Peter Levens. Boys swimming, Cheshire. How can we forget this young man? 4.5 GPA. This kid's going to Cornell. Senior captain of the swim team. He was on the 4x400 freestyle relay that went to the state open. AP scholar with honor 4-time all-SEC academic Peter Levens. And Peter Levens makes it 11 for 11 for Cheshire. And on that note, on that official note, we wrap up the first installment of Record Journal Winter Scholar Athletes, Cheshire High School. I am Brian Carpenter, sports editor of the Meriden Record Journal. Thank you to our presenting sponsor, Middlesex Community College. Be good.